I am Margaret Bray. I am the principal of the Martial Law and Medical Services Magnet School, opening in August of 2019. Our mentor program is a brand new program that we're bringing to Marshall LMS, and within this program we are seeking to pair students up with a mentor in the career field of the student's choice. So if a student is interested in physical therapy, then what we would like to do is pair them up with a physical therapist currently working in that field. And that individual would come to our campus once a month and have lunch with our students. My mentor was my first, second, and fourth grade teacher. Her name is Ms. Bergquist. And I always tell people I don't think that it's an accident that I work as an instructional leader, because I had a wonderful example to follow. She was my role model. She continues to be my role model. And that relationship that I have had with her has been a very important part of my life.
I think you just need to not be afraid to try it. I think you just need to sign up and go and see what you can do to impact a child. Where my husband is, they have a session where you go and talk about what are some of the problems that could arise. Maybe there's a personality conflict or something. Of course, my husband didn't have that this year, thank goodness. But they want the program to be successful. So I think that knowing if you have some extra time, I think people who are retired or people who are stay at home, somebody who has an extra hour just once a week, that's not too much, and it's very rewarding. And I just think that it's something that once you start becoming a mentor, a lot of times you just want to continue. I know where my husband is, there's a man who's a retired doctor, and he's been going for years because he loves going and doing that to help the children, to give back to the community in a positive way.
When I signed up for it, it was usually before the semester began. So we had an application process and all that we had to go through. As I recall, it was a few months. They had to find the right mentor, and I'll connect you with that. Probably the most profound impact it's had on me, it's in my development as a person. I've learned the power of emotions. I've learned the power of compassion. I've learned the power of morality with my mentor. He's taught me how to make human connections, how to foster bonds. And I feel as a person, he's enabled me to help others as well. I trust my mentor with my thoughts, he's like my personal confidant. Probably my chief advice would be have an open mind. Come into the program believing that you can connect with another individual. Come into the program willing, devoted, committed. Come into the program seeking another individual to really connect with and bond with. I don't think I would be half the person I am today if it wasn't for my mentor.
I started mentoring in Northside back in the 1991 school year over at Oak Hills Terrace Elementary with a couple of fifth graders over there doing science and math mentoring. And I've been mentoring in Northside ever since. And so, you know, over the years I've kept up with a fair number of the kids I've worked with, and I've been able to watch them grow up and actually start raising families. And so I've been to weddings, I've been to christenings, I've been to high school and college graduation. Well, one of the challenges is consistency. Consistency in terms of having people who will make those long-term commitments to be there over a period of time. If you're mentoring with a high school student, you're typically starting with them, you know, as freshmen or maybe sophomores as they come into the program, and then staying with them throughout the school year. So from what I've seen, one of the issues that you have is really communicating to people that if they're coming in to do this, they're really looking at a 3 or 4 year commitment, at which point then they decide whether they want to re-up and do it again. So it's consistency of having the same mentors and mentorees together over a period of time.
I am a senior at St. Mary's University, and I currently work for a financial institution. Mentors are very encouraging and very nurturing. So I think that if you decide to change your mind, they will accept that, and they will encourage that, and they will help you get to wherever you want to get, because they're not trying to force something on you. They want to make sure to mentor you to where you need to be and give you all the assets that they can so you can be successful. We had a banquet at the end of the year with our mentors. I think it was kind of fine, nice dining, so it gave me exposure to that as well. I was able to meet with other mentors and see how my mentor related to the other mentors, and how I was able to see how my mentor was really the best fit for me. And so my fondest memory would be that after we were done with the program, it didn't end there. I built a special connection with her, and so after I graduated high school, we kept in communications. Right now, I do want to move up in my career, in my job field. So my mentor actually works for USAA company, which is an employer that I want to work for in the future. So being able to relate and connect with her, and being able to keep in touch with her after high school, I think that builds upon memory, because they're not just mentors for the 4 years that you're in high school, they're mentors till whenever you need them. So I think that will be my fondest memory, being able to connect with them after high school.
So it's a perfect way for current students, right, who might need help navigating social issues like in the high school realm, or also navigating like potential internships, or saying, you know, I'm not really sure I want to do this, how should I handle this? So it's really like a two-way street, because as much as the mentee learns from the mentor also learns from the mentee, and it's really a transformative experience. And really getting to know them on a personal level, because you don't just talk about what do you want to do and be for the rest of your life. You talk about issues that they might be going through. Say they've hit a rough patch with some homework that they're trying to complete, or their friends, right? So helping them navigate not only educational experiences, but social experiences. Go into it with an open mind and do it. Don't be hesitant. Just say, like, I'm not sure if I have enough time. I guarantee you, after the first 1-2 times of meeting your mentee, you won't need a reason other than you're already vested to meet with that mentee. You're vested in the person that they're becoming. You're vested and you want them to do good. And so that's really the most important thing, the advice that I would give to anyone that's kind of on the fence of becoming a potential mentor. Do it. Just do it and dive right in and learn for yourself, right? Learn and grow for yourself.